Hello, it's 5:17 p.m. So I'm feeling better. Not 100%, but a nice bit better after releasing emotionally. Um, I'm more exhausted and tired than usual. Um, so one thing I don't like is when people just all of a sudden, they falsely accuse you, narcissistic abusers, I've been dealing with this for years. While they have their nice income, nice house, car, whatever, anything they want, sky is the limit for them. They've sold their souls. But living in Denton, Texas, I didn't have Section 8. And so by the third of the month after paying all my bills, well, luckily I had food stamps. And so I was pretty much mostly broke for the rest of the month, you know. So imagine living where you're on low income and more than half the rent. I mean, wait a minute. So the rent is more than half your income. So I even still then had to deal with narcissistic abusers falsely accusing me of just, mismanaging my money and not spending wisely. They're rich and live lavish and spend lavish while they tell you, the victim who's on disabled and low fixed income, that you need to learn how to manage your money while you're blacklisted from employment or can't get a job really much anywhere, and or you can't get a job in your field that you've graduated from college and stuff. So even nowadays, somebody want to do a narcissistic abuser wanting to do an inventory on questioning how you spend your money when it's none of their business, and or they want to make it like as if they're doing this to try to help you when really they were trying to control you. And so if I tell them, if I got 1,300 or a little more than that per month to go to the rent for the motel, and I gotta pay the storage bill, I gotta pay my cell phone bill. Sometimes I have to take an Uber somewhere. I got laundry to do. I got toiletries to spend money on and food or whatever else. And then they just automatically jump to the conclusion that you spend all your money on eating out at fast food. And then they get mad. They shocked when you cuss them from A to Z. Or when you get mad or go off or when you feel triggered because too many people have done that, treated you like that. Or they think you're just, oh, what are you spending your money on? Or you should spend your money on this, or you should spend your money on that. And it's like, this is a torturous, punished doggone life. It's like, and they be the same people to deliberately and on purpose block you from getting higher or better financially. Or they'll set a trap to where they would get you to buy. I'm talking about, they would get you to buy something from them. I'm sorry, get you to buy something for them, or trying to take advantage of your credit or something like that. I'm just using for an example because other people have been treated like this, And so if you got a nice income, I'm questioning, why do you need my money? Like the biological brother Pete, I think he was trying to he was trying to take advantage of me about 5 or almost 5.5 years ago, trying to, but he didn't succeed. So he got mad at me. He got mad at me and started to act all weird because I think he was trying to get a payday loan or something like that, and trying to use my name and my credit, my income or whatever. And he got mad, and I mean, he was like, "Oh, why don't you lie and say it's for you and stuff?" But I need it or whatever. But if you got a house, a job, you work 7 days a week from like 4 something in the morning till like 11 at night, and then he would be like, "Come home from work and tell me everything I did in that house that day." And I'm like, do you got secret hidden cameras to know like what I did in the house all day? Like, I'm wondering, like, how would you know how many times a day I took a shit or something, or how many times, I mean, or how do you know whether or not I took a bath, or how many times I ate, or dealing with Mark, the biological gay brother Mark, like, how would you know how many bowls of cereal I ate and you're not at the house? It's like they can come back and tell me everything I did, and other family members too, or so-called friends or whatever. They can tell you everything you're doing in your house, and then sometimes be in a whole different city and state from you, from where you're at. But anyway, so if somebody like, well, Pete didn't succeed at taking advantage of me like he wanted to, so then he, got mad and was acting all weird and stuff. I'm like, you got a whole damn truck and a house that you're living in. I'm sitting here struggling, and I mean, just come from being off of the streets and staying by you, and had to travel from Greenville, South Carolina to Lake Charles, Louisiana to come stay by you, and dealing with foster care or certain biological family situations, dealing with somebody who would make like they want to pretend to be fake nice and kiss up to you, and then act like they want to borrow money from you, and then pick an argument with you for an excuse to punish you with the silent treatment. And then when they the ones who owe you money, and all you get is your Social Security check or SSI check or whatever, and then when you need something, they want to try to bully and harass and lecture you about mismanaging your money and act like a know-it-all, not to act like they know what you spent your money on, all your money on. Or they always want to talk about, you need to learn how to manage your money. And that's triggering in the same way that people, especially when you do try as best as you can, and these days, doing as best as you could. Like, I work 5 days a week, and Wednesdays are sometimes a half day now. And so if I work 8 hours today, 8 hours tomorrow, 4 hours, but actually 7.5, because we get like a half hour taken off for lunch or dinner break. And then, well, actually dinner break, but they call it lunch, if you get what I'm saying. And so that, and then, Thursday and Friday. So that adds up to just about enough money for me to pay at the motel. And then, and that's every week. And then the money that, and I might have like a little bit of money to spend on groceries, a small load of groceries, maybe groceries and sometimes toilet paper or whatever, or paper towels or soap or whatever. And not every weekend, but sometimes if one weekend I might need extra soap, or another weekend I might need extra paper towels, or next week I might need extra laundry detergent or something. And so, and then for the Social Security check, some of that money is spent on paying my cell phone bill and my storage unit bill. And I said that Well, unless something drastic happens, I'm keeping my storage unit until or unless I can get me a permanent place. And then once I get something permanent, then I can get rid of the storage unit. So, and then they want you to go on. Well, how much this costs? Like they don't have the authority to do this, and they act like they want to know like how much your phone bill, how much is your, and act like they want to tally up how much money you're getting or how much money you're spending, and then one penny off, and no, oh, you mismanaging, wasting your money, to whatever. At the beginning of the month, sometimes I have errands to run back in mainland Pensacola and have to take an Uber over there. You know, so I mean, it's only my second, actually, yeah, I'll say second month working, but I have not worked 2 complete months yet. But it's like basically November 23rd will be, if I'm still here, will be 2 months since I've been here. And I figured that, a lot of people saying that, you shouldn't be staying at no motel, and I know that's eating up my money, but it's hard to try to find some place permanent. And I even hate the cold weather that we're dealing with. I hate it. So, but I'm glad and thankful that I'm not on the streets at the moment. So, um, I really hate people getting in my business and trying to control me and stuff. And damn, if I would have been successful at what I went to college for and my desired career field, then I wouldn't even be having to deal with any of this. You know, that people think because you're disabled and on fixed income or whatever, they think you don't know how to, or that you're not managing your money. And it's all about narcissistic control. You'll cuss somebody out if somebody tell you how to spend your money while you driving your nice, beautiful shit, living in your nice, beautiful shit, and spoil your 4-year-old with all the video games and toys in the world, all the expensive fancy cell phones and everything like that. But I'm just trying to get I'm not trying to get anything fancy or much of anything. I'm just trying to get back stabilized again. And I've been hindered from that, or they threaten to make me homeless again and laugh and whatever. I just had a perp make a comment saying you need to go to the hospital. And I know he meant mental hospital. So, of course, I blocked that comment. And when you say something like that and then pretend to play victim like, oh, Candy got a nasty attitude. She always blocking people. You know, excuse me. See, but I'm not allowed to stand up to these perps. But then when I stand up to somebody that's trying to perp me or trying to be an asshole, then I get the reputation for being having a nasty attitude and everything. Or they try to make it like, oh, you're unappreciative, ungrateful, you're always complaining about something, you're very negative and stuff. But then here I try to treat myself once in a while and I get berated for that, like as if I'm never allowed to treat myself to something, even something small. Even if it's free, like the beach, I mean, something like that. So I'm just and then I have to remember that all you people judging and condemning me, y'all are not God. Y'all ain't God. But then me doing my videos like this, you know, trying to get y'all to see how people are and how the world is and everything. Y'all narcissistic perps will try to make it like as if Candy is on her attention seeking rants again. Or nobody has time for her antics. But then you stalk my every move and trying to force me to be quiet. This is my channel and I run it how I want. So you want authority, you create your own channel and You have authority over that channel and leave mine alone. So I mean, I hate, being 38 years old and still being treated like a punished child. I mean, I try to ask around for a few places when I got the job, and I thought I would feel like optimistic, hoping and that maybe I could, have enough money for a car or a place to live. But due to me having no choice, I mean, I don't know of any other options. Me spending 335 or something a week, or 300 a week somewhere. You know, me spending that is why, and then me having the work that I have. It's why I don't have enough for, to say if a place is $700, they want you to have 1,400 up front, or else you're not allowed to ask any questions. They don't want anything to do with you. And like, landlords don't want to talk to you until or unless you have all that money in your hand. You're not even allowed to ask any what if, ands, or buts, or nothing about it. And the ones who say that they're Christian operate the same way. Like, if you don't, I mean, like, you can't even question, well, how much is it, or what are strategies that I can, I mean, certain things I can do to be able to develop, getting maybe a stabilized place to live, or a used car or something. And nowadays, you can't even find a $2,000 car to pay outright. It seems like all the cars are expensive enough that you have to finance it nowadays. And then the hurdle is me not having a permanent place to live. This was one thing. I can't even finance or rent a vehicle without having like a permanent apartment or a house to rent or something. And so many agencies don't want to help you. The agencies that they got around here. And then people talk like it's so easy. But me being a target, those doors are closed in my face. That all these so-called agencies that's supposed to help, like, I remember Catholic Charities, all they help you with is like a week in a motel or a hotel or something. But then them and opening doors, I try to get help, and they just left me on my own to go out on my own. Like, they weren't trying to help me or give me ideas or tell me where to look. And so they want 3.5 times the rent. And one moment they'll be like, oh, we got funds, and then the next moment, oh, we don't have funds to help you. So then when I try to look at this cottage, they had these demonic looking perps who drove a raggedy Jaguar vehicle and had a deceitful looking smile on their face. And I remember they looked like the Walking Dead, and they looked drugged out and stuff. And I don't know what they told that potential landlord. That place was $475, and I almost was gonna get to have the help to get that place, and that would have been a perfect place for me, because it was a small single 1-bedroom cottage with no connected buildings or anything like that. So I was told, like, with a rent to own trailer, that I would be stupid if I were to try to see about a rent to own trailer. So I guess that's out the question. But I haven't been able to find any trailers available. I don't mind staying in like a 2 or 3 bedroom trailer. If I did, then I would love to use those as, like, the other 2 bedrooms as extra storage rooms, or one room I can set up for an office and do an extra work at home job, but or something. But if I had a car that can increase my my job opportunities, and I can probably have like a better opportunity and better income. But at the same time, um, I've been like chronically feeling that even if I do get sleep, I chronically feel that sleep deprived feeling and not fully functional kind of feeling because of this targeting. And nobody, narcissistic abusers, people with narcissistic personalities don't want me driving and they don't want me with a car while they're driving something nice, you know. So, and then I got to think about, the idea of trying to prepare. I feel like on the streets with no car or no house or anything, I'm trying to figure out, and then the fact that recently my stuff got stolen a few months ago, how could I prepare for end times disasters like stocking up on food and everything? Like, I can't really stock up staying in a motel because I gotta live week to week, and I don't know if the perps will try again to make me homeless again. I don't know. So it's like instead of preparing to, I mean, it's like I feel like I'm walking on eggshells with my living in my job situation. The perps trying to, make attempts to try to set you up to be homeless again. So I mean, as I said, if I would have, if I wouldn't have been denied, and I'm sorry, that didn't come out right. Wait. Yeah, if I would not have been denied employment all these years, then I probably could have had a better house, a better income, and then if I would have had money, I probably would have been more attractive to men. But being targeted, they want to make, due to eugenics, the eugenics targeting program, they want to make sure you don't have shit, that you're punished with no money, nothing at all. And then they narcissistically expect you to manage the little bit that you have while they just flaunt their nice shit in your face. And then try to say, oh, you're jealous of everybody. You want what everybody has. No, I don't want to take what you have. I want to get things my own way. I don't want your house or car or to take that from you. But you're blocking people like you and many others is blocking me from trying to get my own, get it myself. But you don't want me to own anything because the less I own, the more I can be controlled. And more rules I have to be, and laws I have to be forced to follow. I mean, if you in your private home, you got less rules and laws to follow than when you're always in public or when you're always homeless and stuff. And it's like the homeless shelter system is set up that you're mentally ill, you're crazy because you're homeless, and that's grounds for being diagnosed with mental illness because you don't have a permanent roof over your head. And so then if you ever lived in any of these women's shelters or men's shelters that they treat you like a child and give you curfew, even if you're paying to stay there, you don't have a right to choose what you want to eat. Even if you're paying to stay at that shelter, you still don't have you're still denied the right to eat what you want to eat. I mean, if you don't want the 2-week-old Whataburger burgers or 4-month-old fried chicken that they have that been sitting out or sitting in the fridge for a long time, it's like, how can these people say that they're saved or Christian running these shelters and then they participate in human trafficking? They want you to die. And then, they got so many of the residents perping you at the shelters. And like everybody mob against you and gang up on you, and you have like you all by yourself in a shelter with 200 other women, and they're all trying to gang up on you, bully you, trying to control you and everything, and you can't even confide in other targets to talk to about what you're going through. If they're supposed to be a homeless target like you, and they act like as if they can't sympathize with what you're going through and make it like you're just negative and full of drama. And I'm like, well, if you say that you're going through the same thing, how come it's not negative or full of drama when you say it? So, some people say that, I mean, everybody's just controlled by artificial intelligence. Nah, people are evil because they want to freaking be evil. But they're saying that, chemtrails, artificial intelligence, them tampering with our food, water supply, everything is making people turn against each other and hate each other more, and that's why people are more depressed, and why people are more depressed and everything, and it's a lonely, cold world out here. Like you feel like you ain't even got other Christians to turn to for support. Like you don't have anybody. And everybody think that they can try to discipline and handle and punish you. You know. So today I remembered to bring not lunch, but dinner from home earlier before work, and so I left it to thaw out. And so I'm about to go and eat. It's some more chicken. Let's see, chicken, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. And I need to discipline myself to buy and eat less desserts and sweets and stuff. So I'm surprised this is still going. So it is going past it's going past 27 minutes. So let me go for now, and I'm going to go eat and get back to work. And thanks for listening to me while I vent so I won't go crazy and lose my mind. And I'm just confused and frustrated about so many things, just wondering why this, why that. So let me go for now.